Villager 64. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chronological SMP, Ep.3, The Medieval Age. Now, I'm just standing on top of the ancient ruins we discovered last episode, because I wanted to continue researching these absolutely monumental feats of architecture, and we are going to continue to delve into the history and the mystery of these structures in today's episode. But we are also going to focus on many other things, such as connections, and by that I mean connecting our great land. As you can see here, we have such an expansive nation and no roads for it. So today we are going to be connecting things up. We are also going to be working on a nice little business down by where the Giant's Causeway is, because I finally found a use for that area, and you'll see what is going to fill its space later this episode. Now, before we get on to any of the things I've mentioned in the intro today, I have a long overdue meeting with another player called Xyxy. We've been chatting in the Discord for quite a while, and they live off in the distance over Russia sort of way. So we are first going to hop into a boat and get ourselves over to visiting Xyxy. This meeting with Xyxy is actually quite important for us, as Xyxy has, on multiple occasions, threatened our good friend and member of the World Peaks Alliance, Stockbrick MLN, as he wants to take over Finland, where Stockbrick resides. Luckily, XY is a resident of his home nation of Glock in Russia. The leader of that country, Temp 2000, is against any kind of war, preventing him from invading. Temp has tasked me with luring XY away from Crimea, as Chile and him have something planned for XY and need to prepare for it. Whilst they prepare to execute their plan, I decide to focus on reducing tensions with Xyxy, and as well as researching some ancient ruins he found, try to prevent an all-out war. I'm just coming up on Xyxy's base here. It is quite fortified. Wow. I'll enter from the side. Hopefully Xyxy is here.
Oh my god, it's
You're on. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, do you want a base tour, or did you see enough already?
No, I would like a tour, because, I haven't really seen much.
Yeah, here I put all my farms of different crops and stuff. Here you can see the UK military base. And here we have Finland, as you can see. It's a little bit maybe bombarded. Here we have my storage area. Here we have pumpkins.
Oh yeah, I saw the pumpkins when I came in. It was the first thing I saw.
This is the bank.
You have a bank?
Yeah, you can open up an account for the British bank here.
Alright, okay.
So this is this random thing I found. I don't know what it is really. It's like something buried underground, probably.
I can always have a look at it for you.
I don't know, it's just like when I came here, it was here. I haven't touched it. What did you find?
There is a sign on it. Spruce. Don't know what it says though. Can you read that?
It's the grave of villager 64 IV. Yeah, this seems like it's the bottom.
It might have been a monument built by a villager of like one of the villagers, maybe. Practically all of the villagers in this world are kind of extinct. I've noticed this seems to be way older than the tower. But let's go into the bank so that the phantoms don't attack us.
Villagers lived in Russia, at least at one point. Doors are popping up.
Well, I have a feeling that they're connected because I found all of the towers that I've found so far have all been in Norway, or at least like the southern part of Norway, and they've all been
Yeah.
surrounding this one mountain range that has a really, really massive tower on it. So I have a
Okay.
feeling that that tower might be like the reason why they're like the central tower, like it may be some sort of like network.
I might have a theory. So what if the
Yeah,
towers are you thought that was a grave, right? What
yeah.
if all the towers are like graves of different people, and
Hmm.
this one of the towers, it has just like went underground because it's so old.
It's quite the
That
enigma,
would make sense.
these occurrences in northern Europe, all of these ruins popping up.
Yeah, this is the only one I've seen, so I'll tell you if I see any more of these ruins around. And you can have these so you can make like maybe some armor to help you, and I guess for like your very good archaeology skills, you can have a diamond.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's my first diamond. I have some at mine, but I haven't mined them yet, so I'm probably going to do that when I get back. Hmm?
You just come over here, there's a boat down there.
Oh yeah, I'll
I'll
use
just
that.
drop a.
There we go.
I'll,
I'll see you again, XY. I'll see you again.
yeah, sure.
Bye. Are you trying to shoot me? XY. Shortly after that interaction, Temp 2000, accompanied by Chile, evicted XYXY from his home in Glock. The threat on Stockbrook was relieved, and Temp could rebuild his nation's peaceful reputation. XYXY eventually found a new home in Belarus. However, the leader of that country unexpectedly left the server, leaving him in control of Belarus. Once in age, the leader of every country is invited to the Crimea Convention, a server-wide conference ran and hosted by Temp 2000 to discuss current issues plaguing the world. XYXY was not invited. In retaliation, he built some lag machines to disrupt the meeting. However, it also damaged the server severely. In response to this, it was decided that XYXY was to be punished for his actions. He would stand trial at the Crimea Convention building. With me as the judge, we, as a server, would decide his fate. However, he did not show up.
Alright, so defense can start first, I suppose.
You're
We start.
doing my job. This is my job. Welcome everybody to the trial of XYXY for his many crimes across the server. The defense will first speak, and then we'll hear from the prosecutor. So yes, defense, state your case.
I represent XYXY, and his response to all of this would be, it was for a video.
That's it, is it? Wonderful.
Yes.
Well, I suppose with that out of the way, let's go over to the prosecutor.
Well, I'm here representing literally everybody else on the server, and I believe that what XYXY has done can never be forgiven. This is a evil crime that has endangered the entire server by creating the lag machine, and there are still long-lasting effects for some of the entities that haven't quite gone yet. And they're here to stay, it seems. So this is permanently harm the server. He needs to be punished.
I will now do a very XY thing.
You shall calm yourself under the jurisdiction of the stick.
Now time to run.
After much consideration and thought, in my corner here, I have decided that XYXY is guilty as charged. All right, and now we shall list punishments. So if you have any punishment ideas, throw them in the chat, and we shall pit them against each other.
This is where we go upstairs.
All right, we go upstairs for this bit. Okay.
I wish to give my punishment first.
Okay, you go, Chili.
I believe that we should cut down on his territorial claims, prevent him from taking any territory in the future.
We eat him.
I think we should grab a sticks and chase after them and beat them with them until they die.
I think we should drop them in a pit of lava.
So I think we should hang him with the fishing line and send him to hell or something.
As QWERTY says in chat, I recommend we do all of them. We will detain XY and punish him severely. Probably imprison him, but yes, take all of his stuff, imprison him, and then divide his land between smaller nations. I will hand the responsibility of dividing up XYXY's previous land to my fellow comrade, Chili YouTube.
You know the thing that you meant to say?
I don't know the thing that I meant to say, Chili. I don't know. And when you are deciding this new world order, you should make sure that it is free and fair. Okay? You got that? Free and fair.
Yes, free and fair. Communist, 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 communist. I am Chile, representing Britain. We've endured the darkest days under the oppressive rule of XYXY's reign of terror. But fear not, I bring a vision of hope and order to our lands. Let us forge a new world order in Belarus and the Baltics. Let us cast aside the shackles of democracy and embrace the strength of communism. Together we shall build a bastion for order and stability that will endure the test of time. Long live Belarus and the Baltics. Long live the communist bloc. So, do you guys want to go over to his base and do a little thing known as a raid? Okay, and charge!
After the trial of XYXY, multiple members of the server, led by Chili, charged into his XYXY's base, pillaged and destroyed most of XYXY's stuff as punishment for his great crimes. I've finally made my way back home to Norway after the trial of XYXY and the ransacking of his base, as you just witnessed. And we are now going to be turning our attention to our build project for today, which, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, is going to be roading everything up. We're going to be going through the forest here through the Giant's Causeway, up past the Giant's Temple, just over yonder, and then looping all the way back down to our base here via the shoreline just over here. So that's our plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get into a big old time lapse for you guys. I'm going to stick some music on and we're going to power through this together. So, let's go, everybody. On my way back home to gather more resources to continue the road project, I was greeted by a familiar friend of mine, Chile. We're going to be building some roads, Chile. We're going to be building some roads.
I want to do a build battle.
Yes, if we build the roads, we could always do a build battle another day. Chile, grab a shovel, join me in my great venture. Oh, I forgot to... Give me a moment, I need to make a pickaxe.
Do I have to use the tower as my entry?
No, because that's sacred and it was not built by you. It was built by some probably ancient villager race. Chile, why did you do that? I'm trying to make a road here, not a hole. After a very long night, this is why we need single player sleep. We did it, guys! We did it! Let's go! Billy and I finally began our build battle. However, all did not go to plan when multiple people came to watch.
Why is this person just here?
They want to see. It's like, you know, Great British Bake Off, except it's Great British House Off.
Great Norwegian House Off.
This is actually really entertaining.
The PvP or like everything else?
Not the PvP. Why are you doing PvP? We're building a house. Chile, you've just upped and left your house.
I'm sorry.
Is that the guy that keeps... Oh no, that's the judge of the build battle. What is this? I don't know why I'm building this house. Oh wait, we're in a build battle. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it became a more of a conventional battle. Why does yours look so much better than mine?
You haven't been working on yours, remember?
Just give me a moment. Just hop PvP Legacy. Goodbye. I'll venture off.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. What do you guys think? Inside, you can see the interior isn't actually that big because, you know, it's a build battle build, you know, it's quite small. Chile actually left like halfway through to fight Bloomfy, which is why there's so much, you know, battle debris all over the place. So the plan is I'm gonna go off and we're going to finish off that road. Okay, we're going to get back in a time lapse now that we've chilled with Chile for a while, and we're going to finish building that road. So let's go. Now we've sorted out that wonderful road connection network over there and connected up all of our nation's landmarks together. We are now going to work on today's building project. As you remember in episode 2, we had to leave this place off because we ran out of time. But today, we're going to finish it off. because we are going to be building a fishing hut right here. And what we're going to do is we are going to, with the help of Lupin here, who I have recruited for this great task, we're going to basically clear out this whole area, get in some wooden beams, and start building. And I'm going to get us into a time lapse here again. So we're going to go and do that. Let's go. We're finally done, everybody. I've managed to fully construct the fishing hut. To be honest, with the size that it's at the moment, it's more of a tavern, and the interior certainly reflects that sort of mood. We've got the chests here, which is where people will probably be purchasing the goods from me and Chile's fishing company. Also got some sneaky storage here. Nothing in there at the moment, as you can see, but we will be getting more in here as we grow this fishing business. I've got some seats here where people can just sit down and, have a drink or two. And we've also got a nice outdoor deck where you can sit down and look over the whole area with the ancient ruins here, there, and practically everywhere, which is always wonderful to see. Now, not only have we been finishing up this hut and its interior, which I hope you all absolutely adore, but we also have been working on the roads as seen in the time lapses. I'm just going to showcase the latest stretch that I've done. I've managed, with the help of Chile, to fully complete this project, which means that we won't be needing as many more roads in the future, which is absolutely wonderful because now people can easily get from A to B across the whole of my land, which is exactly what I wanted to achieve today. So I'm very, very happy with myself for having achieved that, and having you guys along for the ride is just an added bonus. That's all for this episode, folks. We're going to be going to explore the world next episode in the exploration age. I've made a few arrangements with Chile, and we are going to get out into the world. So, without further ado, I have been Villager64. My friends call me Phil, or at least some of them do. And I wish you all have a good day. Oh, that's quite the close up. That is. That's quite the close up.